You know, there's sometimes a person, he might say, his Yetzer Hara might tell him like this. You know, I was born in this place. My parents weren't so religious. You know, my upbringing was like this. I can't be tzaddik, I can't be tzaddeket, I can't be tamid hacham. It's too late in years. I'm too old now. All this is asad Yetzer Hara. All this is asad Yetzer Hara. I'll bring you the biggest proof to it. When you look, and Hashem is speaking to Abraham, He says, Lech lecha, what does the pasuk say? Me'artzecha. Leave your land. That's it, leave your land, finished. Why do you keep on continuing and saying, Ummolatecha, from the one who gave birth? It sounds like molad is a person who gave birth to you. From the place you were born, Umibet avicha, and your father's house. So, one of the explanations is, Abraham was really in a land of all full of avodah zarah. So you might say he has an excuse. Oh, you know what? I'm already old in years. He was already 75. He's like, oh, I'm already old in years. You could say, I'm old in years. I come from a place of avodah zarah. What's going to be? My mother, where my mother was born, wasn't that great. My father was terach, a salesman for avodah zarah. So, you might say at that moment, a person might say, you know, he might give up hope. What? I can't. I'm old. My upbringing was different. I'm born in an area where there's hardly this, hardly that. But yet, you see that that's no excuse for greatness. Because to be great and successful in Avodat Hashem, there's one ingredient that you must know that the Torah says. And that is the words im tetiv se'et. And the words in the Torah that says va'ata timshol bo, that you will control him. And I'll quote you that Rabbeinu Yonah says im tirtzeh litgaber alav. If you want, you can be stronger than the Yetzer Hara. But you would say it's impossible. He is not human. You're right. You're right. The Gemara in Kiddushin says you cannot beat him without HaKadosh Baruch Hu's helping hand, helping you. That's what Gemara in Kiddushin says. You cannot beat the Yetzer Hara without Hashem being there to help you. It's impossible. But guess what? HaKadosh Baruch Hu is always here to help us. All you got to do is one thing. I want. Ratzon. I'm ready. I'm in. And therefore, a person has to know in life, you can't have that excuse. Oh, Rabbi, you don't know, when I was brought up, I was like this, I was like that. I went to public school, I went to non-religious yeshiva, I went to this, and I went to that. Enough. If you want, you can override. You can build yourself. You can hit greatness. There was a story that I saw in the name, I saw this in a sefer called In Their Shadow, B'mechitzatam. In shadow, they made it. They translated B'mechitzatam in English. It's called In Their Shadow, and in that it speaks about a story the Hazon Ish says about a certain person coming to him and I want to be gadol, but I'm already this age. He says, I remember. Hazon Ish is saying, he said, I remember an 18-year-old kid, 18-year-old young man that would ask the most nonsense question, and everybody gave hope on this guy. There's no way he's going to be something big in life. And at the end, Hazon Ish said he became one of the Gedolei Hador. When they asked him what's his name, that he didn't want to do that because he already said that at the 18 he was asking such questions that didn't make sense. But yet you see, if you put in the work and you do it, you will succeed. You will reach greatness. You can do it. It's the blockage of a person's mind. He has all these attitudes. I can't. So then he can't. Your attitude has to be, I can. Im tetiv se'et. Va'atatim sholbo. You will control him. The Yetzer Hara.